So this is the how Aegisub looks like. This is the interface of it. Make sure that you have downloaded the version 3.2.2. You'll see it from the outside 3.2.1. So once you open it, it will be like this. This is like a general information about the program before we start subtitling. This is where we will subtitle the whole thing. But first, let's see that how can we change the language? Let's say that my language is in Arabic. I want to change it into English. First thing you are going to do, go to app and here, go to اللغة, then click on the prepared language. So either Arabic or English, it's fine, but we prepare it in English so everyone can follow with us during class. So English, then click on موافق, then the whole program will restart itself, then open again to change it into English in here. So once again, we have it in English. So this is the process that, or the way that we are going to work on. So here we have file. How can you open a new subtitle? Any work in here, edit anything, subtitle options. We have the spotting or timing, the video I want to open one, or audio, automation, the view where we have changed the language, and the help option in here. So this is the interface of the program. The first thing we are going to go to here, either option from here, or click on Alt with O, or you will go to this one in here. Okay, so the configuration in here, why is it important to us? It will give us like any warning about our subtitle. If you see this color red, it means that the boundary you have like exceeded the one we have agreed on. So the system itself, he has some rules. So let's see in here, this is the colors. For example, it's red when, for example, you exceeded the, for example, 40 characters per line. So do not interfere with any of these settings. Leave them as they are. These are the things that we are going to use in here. For example, the maximum characters per line 40, which we agreed, for example, per line 35, 37. Make it 40 because sometimes we have extra space or a punctuation mark. The CPS, the character per second warning, it will show you if you exceed the 15 in here, which we agreed on that we are going to have like the normal speed for reading the subtitle should be 15 character. Also, the CPS error in here, it will show you. So the colors will gradually be shown to you in the subtitle. So these are the color warnings and so on. So in here, again, this is the CPS. So once you write anything, it will start counting, okay? So in here, counting the character per second. In here, it will count the character per line in here. So we said that it's red because we have exceeded 42 character per one line in here. So we will explain it later on when we... Now let's move on to opening a video. How can I open a video from my device? Either I drag it from my device and put it here, or click on video in here, open video, or I have another option. I want, for example, like a tutorial. I want to try things, okay, without a video in here. I want to try spotting, the font in here. I will use a dummy video. Dummy video in here, it's like something that helps you working on subtitling without having an original video or something to change on. This is if you would like to use a dummy video to train yourself on subtitling. So let's say that I have a work I would like to subtitle. I will click on video, then open a video in here, then click on this video to work on subtitling. Here he will ask you for the resolution and the ratio of the video. Leave it as the recommended one, then click on OK. So in here, you will notice that the video is in here. Once I play it,
come on, the rest of you, we're missing reset.
You will notice that the video is in here actually. Okay, so you can drag it, play it from the beginning. If you would like to play a certain, for example, line, you'll click on this one. This is only for a certain line. But let's say the screen is small. I can't see. I want to make it bigger. I will go here. I will make it larger, let's say 75%, and now it's...
Come on, the rest half over by now.
Let's say another student prefers it like smaller size, let's say 37, so she can like have a moment to see the video plus writing the subtitle in here. So this is how to adjust the video before you start working on the subtitle. Now let's see how to work on subtitles and how to change the font, the position, and so on. So in here, we will go to the subtitle box. This is the box that we are going to work with. Okay, whenever you write anything, it will appear on the video in here. So let's say that I would like first to change the font in here. So I will go here. This is the default font that's chosen to you. I don't have any types of fonts because I've never put any new ones. So how can I edit on this? I will go to this box in here, or there is another place. You'll go to here, open the style manager. If you would like to create your own, you'll click on new. Then he will ask you, okay, what type of color, font, size, position, and so on. Okay, so let's go back in here, edit on the original one. So I will name it, let's say, work 1 in here. So work 1 in here. Then I will call it Arial. I will make it 30 is not that big. So let's say 50. Notice in here, this one will change. So if I click on 50, then move on, it will change in here. If I say apply, it has changed. So let's go again. If you want it bold, it will be bold like this. Italic, it will be like this. Underlined like this. Strike out, it will be like this. So you want certain, for example, fonts for certain, for example, videos that you will work on. Here, we will not change anything. This is the primary color of the subtitle, which is white. The secondary in here, it will not appear to us. Usually, it's like if it's a song and you are repeating it, there's like it's like a shadow for the same lyrics in here. It will be, it's like karaoke songs. It will be in red color. The outline of the subtitle, as you can see, it's black. The shadow as well is black. So we will leave everything as they are. The margins, leave it as it is. This is like 20 from the left, 20 from the right, and vertically it's 50. The alignment, it's always at the bottom in here, okay? So leave it at the bottom too. We don't want it in the middle. We don't want it on the right. We want it down. For example, we want it like at the top for certain, let's say lines. So you will insert it for a certain line to be at the top. For example, the original subtitle was at the top, or there is a footnote or something. So you will put it as a. So we're done in here. Let's say apply, then okay. So if I write something in here, let's say, come on, everyone. Okay, so you notice that the font has changed in here. So let's say in here, this is the font that I'm going to use for every line. This is the font I started with work 1. Or let's say I want to make it at the top. It will be like this, then apply, then you will notice that it's at the top in here. Okay, if it's, for example, only for this line in here, I want it at the top. So if I want to cancel it, I will click on cancel and so on. Or let's go again, or put back Control Z.
Come on, the rest of you. We're missing recess. It's half over by now.
So this is how the first line will appear to you. Let's say that I want to position it. We have here options, for example. Let's say here, if you want to rotate it, you can rotate it. You will have the red line in here. It will show you rotation, and you can move it right, left, and so on like this. Also, you have here the square, the positioning in here, dragging the subtitle. You can drag it different places if you would like. Sometimes we will have, let's say, a line written on the screen in here and in here within the same screen in here. What can we do? We will have it on the same line in here. Later on, we will discuss it with lines. So this is the option of how to change the font and so on. Here also you have options. instant options for changing the line. If you want to make it as a comment, for example, it will appear to you as a comment and so on. So in here, we will move to spotting. If you noticed, when you play this one,
come on, the rest of you, we're missing recess. It's half over by now.
Because this is the long play. It will play the whole video. But what is the play that it will only play the spotted one? It's this one in here. Once you play it, it will start and end once it feels that this is the end of the first, for example, scene. Let's see in here. This is something automatic done by the system.
Come on, the rest of you, we're missing recess. It's half over by now.
So it finished at 5 seconds. This is so long. So we have to finish it. Let's say, come on, everyone.
Come on, the rest of you, we're missing recess. It's half over.
Okay.
Come on, the rest of you, we're missing recess. It's half over by now.
We're missing recess. So I would like to make the spotting in here. So let's try to play it. Then spot this part only.
Come on, the rest of you, we're missing recess.
So in here, I stopped it. So once I go in here to this box of the subtitle, click on enter, it will move to another line. Let's go back to the first one. Let's see where did it end.
Come on, the rest of you, we're missing recess. It's half over by now.
Still, it's 5 seconds. So I need to adjust the timing in here. So what can I do? Either I will right click on this line, delete it, or I can adjust the timing. How can I adjust the timing? So in here, if you go to this line, you will find at the top in here, this is the beginning, the start time. This is the end time. So let's see how many places we have. This one, the first one digit for the hour. This is for the minutes. This is second. This is part of the second. This is for the start time. This is for the ending time. So let's play it again, okay? And let's see where did he stop at the first line.
Come on, the rest of you, we're missing recess.
Okay, we're missing recess. I want to stop it at this time. So it's like 2 seconds and 4 of the seconds in here. Okay, 2 and 4. This is one of the ways of doing the spotting. Let's click on enter and let's check if it's working well or not.
Come on, the rest of you, we're missing recess.
Okay, it's almost accurate. So I can add more in here to make sure it's really fixed and accurate.
Come on, the rest of you, we're missing recess.
Okay, so I could like add it a bit in here. This is one of the first things that you can do. Another way to do the spotting, you have this green box. Make sure it's green. Some of you will appear to you as this color. So once it's blue in here, go to this box, okay, spectrum, analyzer mode, and click on it. It will give you the green one. And also in here, make sure not to mess with these 3 lines. If you mess with it, you cannot undo it. So especially MacBook devices, try once you install the program in here, do not touch this one. Once you touch it, it will not be fixed, even if you install the program again. So what are we going in here to do in here? This is how we do the spotting. Either we do it from here or from here. Choose the one that you prefer and it's easier to you to work on. So let's see in here. We have a red line and a blue line. Once we play this part, this line, you will see how it moves in here.
Come on, the rest of you, we're missing recess.
So in here, we are only playing the audio. I want to adjust, okay, for example, move this one to the back. This is the end timing, like this one, and this is the beginning time. So if you want to adjust the beginning, you will drag the red line. And also if you want to adjust the ending, you will adjust the blue line. So these are the second ways of doing and adjusting the spotting in here. So we have 2 ways, this one and this one. I prefer most of us prefer this one, so it's easy to adjust rather than the timing. So you can use whatever suitable for you. So again, let's play this line.
Come on, the rest of you. We're missing recess.
So in here we have the first line. We're done. We will move to the next one in here. So the next video will explain to you how to adjust the lines in here. But the most important thing, as we have mentioned, spotting. Once you do the spotting accurately, follow the quality of subtitling that we have covered in class. So this is the normal way of doing the spotting in here. So now we have the lines in here. Let's say that I have worked on my subtitles. You can see that there are some English, Arabic, because we are going to work on these. So let's make sure that, okay, this is to the spotting.
Come on, the rest of you. We're missing recess. It's half over by now.
So in here, let's say this is a very long line. We want to split it into two lines in here. So let's say in here, the first line should be shorter than the second one. So let's end it in here in the comma. We should not come on the, then we split it. No, this is wrong. It should be full coherent sentence. So let's say we'll split it in here. How to split lines? You'll put the cursor in here in the part where you want to split it. Then on the keyboard, you are going to click together, shift with enter. So in here, you have two lines, okay? So it's better the remaining in here, it's half over by now, should be in, let's say, another C in here, okay? This is a first example. Another thing in here, pay attention to the punctuation marks. They should be there. Spelling also, so pay attention to these. How can I delete a line? How can I add a line in here? I want to delete the first line. I will click on it, put the cursor on it. The green line means that you are on it. Then right click, then the delete lines, it's deleted in here. Okay, I will undo it. You'll click on Control Z if you deleted it by mistake. If you want to add another line, again, between, let's say, number 3 and 4, click on number 3, right click. You can say in here, add a line or insert it. Insert before, insert after. Okay, so let's say before. So it will be in here. Undo, let's say after, it will be after it in here. Also, you want to make another line. Let's say this is repeated like twice, or there is a bulletin board or a screen that has the same thing that you're going to follow. You can copy the line in here, then insert a line after. Then you can say in here, paste or duplicate lines. So here, let's say duplicated, and we have duplicated lines. So pay attention, whenever you have two lines in here that have the same spotting, it will show you a red error in here, whether you are on this line or this one. So pay attention to change it. Unless if it's like you're going to, for example, position this line, let's say in here at the top, okay? So this is fine because this is like a screen at the top. Something is mentioned at the same time as this line. So you're going to do it this way in here. So this is fine. So let's go back in here. Again, we have explained how to add a line, how to delete a line. And also another thing in here, when we see the first one in here, let's say that we did not add shift and enter. Okay, have you noticed in here we have 53 character per line. So we agreed on in classes that we are supposed to have between 35 to 37, maximum 40 characters. So we have to split it. This is wrong in here. So if you do this, this is an error in here. So we're not supposed to have it. So again, shift enter. So now you're on the safe side because we have 35 character per line in here if you have the characters. So what's the difference between this one and this one. This is character per second. This is character per line. The per line should be from, as we agreed, 35 to 37 or maximum 40. CPS, the normal speed should be 15. So in here, this is like, it will show you a faint red color. So it's better to be 15, not 16. This is the normal speed. So you can listen it by like deleting some words in here to make it like adjustable. Again, if you have a long line, split it into 2 lines. Now let's move on to the Arabic one. So in here we have in Arabic, once you say, let's say in here, بصراحة لا أعلم. Okay. So in here, if I put a full stop, it will come at the beginning. So in Arabic, we have quite a problem with some devices, but some of you will work with them. So if you put the dot at the end of the sentence, it will appear at the beginning. So what can we do in here? We will delete the full stop. Then you will put it here before لا أعلم. Okay? This is one way, but in here, it's like quite a problem. So you have to check each letter, which one you are going to put it first. So to be on the safe side, from the beginning, put a full stop, بصراحة لا أعلم. Okay. In here, you have solved the problem, okay? So again, we will have the same issue if we have 2 lines. So we will delete it. Then we will say بصراحة if you want to split it into 2 lines, بصراحة. So you will put the comma first, بصراحة, then shift enter, then full stop, لا أعلم. Okay. So in here we have solved this one. If you missed the dot, if you forgot to put it, so you can try to check each part of the letters to put the dot. So this is how to add lines, delete them, adjust them, whether they are in English, in Arabic, how to split these 2 lines, duplicate them, position, for example, for example, we have here at the top or at the bottom within the same time in here, okay? Also, we have another thing. If we have 2 speakers, what can we do if we have 2 speakers? So if we have 2 speakers in here we have split screens. Let's say that in here we have 2 speakers. We will add a dash in here and a dash for the other one. And pay attention, they are not supposed to be within the same line. You have to split it into 2 lines. So speaker 1 on the first line, speaker 2 on the second line. Even if the second line is longer, this is fine because we have 2 speakers. Unlike if we have 1 speaker, the first line should be like shorter than the second one. So now I'm done. I've done the spotting. I've checked my CPS. I've checked the characters, spelling, everything. I'm done with the whole thing. It's better to save your work from the beginning. Once, even if you have written like 1 letter, save it from the beginning so your work will not go to waste or the computer get unplugged or something like that. So how to save your subtitle? You will click on File in here, Save Subtitle As in here, or Control-Shift-S or Control-S. Once you click on this one, you will name your file. It's better to name it as the video name in here. Name it and make sure that this is the format of saving it, .ass. So this is the format all subtitles should be in. So in case that you send it to someone, they want to work on it, for example, another person from another job, let's say, she's working on the same video, she wants to check it, she has a different subtitling program, it will open with her as long as it's in this format. So once you save it in here, click on Save, make sure it's in the same destination, and that's it. By doing this, the whole subtitling process is clear to you and everything is working just fine.